Happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee, and you can find me at CreativeLeeYours.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US and thrilled, yes, that you're here with me today for paper crafting fun. Yay! Yay! All right, if you are joining me when this video premieres, today is Tuesday, March 17th of 2026, and I'm live with you in the chat. Yay! So definitely say hello. Let me know if you've got any questions as we go along, and I will answer those. Of course, it's always a wonderful time to be a demonstrator, and so many good things are happening right now. So we just got a peek at our new catalog that's coming out in May. We've got lots of time with new products that just released and exciting things going on right now, of course. But we love sneak peeks of new things coming, and we get to get our hands on them early, way early, 6 weeks early. I love that. So next week we'll have pre-order starting so that we can get our hands on these new goodies earlier than everyone else. And I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, if you are registered for bingo, I am excited to see you this weekend. We've got our bingo class happening, and we get together on Zoom and have a good time. So looking forward to that. And then next week, we will have later in the week, I'm going to have another online workshop. So if you're not in my online workshop Facebook group yet, jump on over there so that you will be all ready to go when I start posting stuff. It'll be next week before I get to it, of course. But just know I'm letting you know early. All right, really the best way to stay up to date with everything is to join my email list. So I do gift out a free tutorial bundle every single month to my email list. So these are exclusive. I don't share them anywhere else. And they are some really nice projects. So grab some stuff off your crafty shelf that you haven't used in a while and get creating. We've done the design work for you. If the tutorials are ready, all you have to do is start creating. So definitely the best way or best place to go. All right, let me go ahead and switch the camera over and get to today's crafty fun. All right, so for today's project, we're doing a rewind from the past. So I posted this lovely simple white layered card. So this is just the project sheet. Um, from April of 2024, I believe, is when I posted this. And I've been getting a lot of comments recently or emails sent to me recently asking about this and where to find this die. So sadly, that die is no longer available. But I thought I would show you how you can take something that you already have in your crafty stash and maybe repurpose it to create a similar look to what this is. So this one, when you die cut, it die cut the negative, right? Like it took away the bits and left the lines. So I don't currently have any dies that do that. So this one is the newer version that I'm creating. So it's a little bit different, but I think it has the same cool feel to it. And I've changed a couple layers up by adding in some vellum in here. So we are pulling in the Banner Saying stamp set. I love this one. I love the fonts. I love that there's a variety. And of course the punch that goes with it is amazing, but today we're not going to use the punch. And then I've pulled in the Pretty Florals dies. So this is really the only die set that I personally currently have that has a image in it that cuts kind of the line detail to add onto it. So we're going to use this die and this die right here. So let's go ahead and pull our first layer out. If I didn't already say so, the complete supply list and cut dimensions are on my website. You can find that at CreativeLeeYours.com. So what I'm going to do first, so this layer is 4 inches by 2 3/4 of an inch, and it's basic weight cardstock. I'm going to cut this lovely flower right out of that layer. Okay. Next, I am going to take a piece of, this is about, well, this measures long. This is 2 by 8.5, but you only really need 6.5 inches. It's just a scrap I had in my thick white cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some adhesive sheet to the back of this. So adhesive sheets are double-sided sticky sheets. So they come like this in a pack of 12, and they are 12 inches by 6 inches. And you just cut away what you need. And this goes a long, long way. I highly recommend, if you don't already have adhesive sheets in your crafty stash, to get some because they are fantastic. Okay, so here's a strip I had from my adhesive sheets, and let's see if I can get it started here. Maybe I might have to get my take your pick to help me here. Sometimes getting it started is the biggest part of the challenge, right? Let's try a different corner, see if I do better. Sometimes it's so easy and other times it is not. Now, if you catch it along a seam, you can, you know, find the seam in the backing paper and get that to come off, and it works fabulously. I did not cut it so that I have a seam. So let's see if we can get the backing paper off one side of this so that we can apply it to our cardstock. All right, I'm getting it started now, yay. So once I've got it started, I can just peel that backing paper away, and then I'm going to lay this right down on this layer. I'm going to shift to one end, and then I like to take my bone folder and rub it and make sure I have a really good adherence. I feel like, kind of like tear and tape, this works much better if you get a really good adherence first, and then it'll be much easier to take the backing paper off after you die cut it. So this is what we are going to die cut this out of. And I'm going to die cut 4 of these. So let me take this and I'll be right back. All right, so now we've got all of our parts and pieces for our die cuts here. And let's go ahead and poke that one out since it's stuck. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to this piece. We're going to use it for the inside. We're going to stack these. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and stack these. I want to remove the backing paper and layer these together. Now you don't have to use adhesive sheets, but I find that for intricate dies like this, it works so nice. And then I don't have to worry about liquid glue ooze, and I don't have to worry about getting enough adhesive on there that my layers stack nicely and evenly. So I'm just stacking them right on top of each other. So we're going to be making a like a thick version of the die cut here by stacking these 4 thick pieces together. Okay, move that backing paper and we'll adhere it to the next one. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And if I'm off a little bit, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you think it has to be perfect, that's okay. It's handmade though, right? That gives it a little personality. All right, so I'm gonna put this last one right on top. So I've chosen to keep this really simple and just use white cardstock, but you don't have to do yours that way if you don't want to. Now I'm pulling in Petunia Pop because that is my favorite sad, sad, sad in color that it'll be going away. So I'm just gonna lay this on the back, you know, kind of look and see where I've got my placement so that it's not going to show to the outside here. I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to remove the backing paper from the bottom one, and we're going to adhere this in place. That way we know our placement is good on our layer, our peekaboo layer underneath. So this die actually kind of fits right down against that open flower that's die cut. Cute. I love that. I love that. So we'll set this aside for just a moment. Let's go ahead and work on this layer. So one of the things I loved about this card was that I have those score line details on it. So let's go ahead and bring in, I like to use my Simply Scored for this when I am doing this type of a thing. And I would like to score from the back. And I also like to use the largest ball here. So this is the bottom. I'm going to come up about a 1/2 inch from the edge. And I'm going to score and I'm going to stop kind of once I get close to that flower die cut. Let's do it again at 1/8 of an inch over. And again, I'm just going to stop right before I get to that die cut edge. And let's do one more. I just think this adds a really, really nice detail there. What do you think? I hope you love it. I do, right? Okay, next, let's go ahead and add our sentiments to this layer. Now, this is not forgiving, so if I mess up, I almost have to cut again, or I'd have to punch up a layer to put it on top. So let's go ahead and stamp this, celebrate right on the front. Hopefully I am straight, and I'm using Secret Sea ink if I didn't already say that. All right, now we are ready to do some layering here. So let's grab our card base. So this is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of thick white cardstock. We're just folding this in half. Okay. And let's go ahead and build our layers. So I've got a piece of vellum that is 4 3/4 by 3.5, and a piece of basic white that is 4 1/4 by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and layer these together. I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal and layer these right down. Okay. And I'm centering best that I can, left to right, top to bottom. Now that I've got this layer down, now I can see exactly where my adhesive needs to be on the vellum itself, because we don't want that to show through to the front of our card. But it gives such a nice, elegant feel to it that I think is fun. Now you could use white cardstock. That's what I did on the original. I just thought it was fun to change this up a little bit. All right, now we're ready to put this layer down on our card base. Now I'm going to be a little excessive and use lots of Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put them clustered around the flower edge because I want to make sure that that is lifted up. That's going to give me that appearance that I had from that original project that I showed you the picture of. Now I will put a link to the original in my blog post so that you'll be able to navigate to that one if you'd like. And okay, let's move this out of the way. And let's get our backing off here. Nice. Well, there we go. There we go. All right. Now, the tricky part, I need to place this so it goes right back in where I had positioned it before, right? And if it is off a little bit, it's okay, but you want to get it as close as you had originally for placement purposes. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm off slightly, but I think it's okay. But isn't that nice? So it gives a very similar appearance to the original, even though I'm just inlaying that die cut right back in there versus the dies itself cutting out that negative. So fun, right? All right, so we've got these dimensionals are ready to go. Let's add a little liquid glue to this side. You can use Stampin' Seal as well. Either will work just fine with your layers. I just want to make sure it's tacked down nicely. So here we go. Centering left, right, top to bottom. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Now let's add a little bling. We're going to pull in our Sparkle Dot Essentials. So these are a little chunkier than what I had on the original project that I had shared, but I do love the sparkle of them. So let's grab a couple of these, and I'm going to just sprinkle these on. Nice. I love it. I love the simplicity of it. It's just beautiful. All right, let's bring our design to the inside. So on this one, I wanted to have that same vellum appearance, and I thought, why waste that lovely die cut that we've got? So I've got the same vellum size I had on the front and the same white layer that I had there that I'm going to layer here. Before I glue those down, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. I want to add the Here's to You, and I'm going to stamp this in Secret C ink. All right. So inking this up. Yay, it worked well. If it wouldn't have worked well, we could have just flipped our layer over, but I think we're safe with this. So let's go ahead and adhere these together. Get this down on our card layer, and then we'll add this to the inside. Okay, let's add a little adhesive here and get this layer on the inside here. Hopefully we're nice and straight. If we're crooked, we're crooked. And then I'm going to take this die cut and let's add a little liquid glue to it. That beautiful white on white. This would be lovely in a shimmery paper. You could add a little Wink of Stella if you wanted to change it up. Maybe a little sponge daubering, blending brush. But I love the white on white appearance. So what do you guys think? Do you love it? So this is a way to create that same appearance of that original card without those types of dies, just by doing an inlaid, stacked inlaid die cut method. All right, I hope that you guys are enjoying this and will give this one a try. If you're enjoying the content that I'm sharing with you, give my channel a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. It does help me out. And if you're not yet following me, I'd love for you to just hit that bell and follow along. Don't forget to invite your crafty friends to join us on Tuesdays, and I will see you again next Tuesday for a little more crafting fun. All right, bye for now.